My name is Ashley, and I am writing this article without my hands. I am using a talk-to-type dictation technology that allows me to compose written content and do word processing, all while remaining hands-free. I live with rheumatoid arthritis, as well as osteoarthritis and other musculoskeletal/chronic pain conditions, period. I was told approximately 1 month ago that I would likely need a total thumb joint replacement. I have my hand in a thumb stabilizer brace and oftentimes have finger splints on as well. That's just my right hand. My left hand has the wrist joint of an 80-year-old, according to my surgeon, period. I am 33, period. I'm more than a rheumatoid arthritis patient, though. I'm also a writer. In addition to writing for Healthline, I've published 3 books, freelance for several magazines, and run my own blog and website. Period. As you can imagine, I need my hands, period. But, my hands don't always cooperate, period. From my hobbies of birdwatching and astronomy, to everyday activities like doing the dishes or vacuuming, some things are just made more difficult because of the loss of function, and range of motion in my hands, period. The pain in my fingers and wrists is sometimes unbearable, period. It makes following my passion of writing just a little more difficult, period. But I am grateful for hands-free technology that allows me to be able to dictate what I want to say, period. Sure, I'll have to go back and do a lot of proofreading, period. There are a lot of mistakes that are made as the computer software struggles to recognize my voice and interpret what I'm trying to say, period. But all in all, it's worth it, period. My hands don't hurt now, and I can still share my words with the world, period. I'm still learning, though, as is my computer, period. I often forget to include punctuation when I'm dictating what I want to write, period. And then I struggle with the emotional component, : is someone who is talking to their computer still technically a writer, ? Things like that might seem silly to some, but when you live with chronic illness for nearly your entire life, you do tend to sometimes have some struggles with your identity and your career path, period. I just feel very lucky and blessed to live in a day and age where the technology exists that allows me the option to talk instead of type, period. We are truly in the era of smart technology, and I, for one, am happy to take advantage of it, period. If you're curious about how it works, you needn't look any further than your own smartphone, perhaps, period. Apple has talk-to-text functions and Siri, then there is Amazon's Alexa, who you can talk to on command, period. The software in my Mac computer operates in basically the same way, period. Often I use special headphones and a microphone in order to ensure the best quality and the easiest chances of voice recognition, period. But those things are optional, period. With many computers, the user can just talk at the computer screen with no need for fancy gadgets like headphones or sound diffusing microphones, period. There are several options for talk-to-text software, that both allows for transcription and dictation, period. There is the most popular option, which is called Nuance Dragon Dictate, period. This comes in both a home use and professional version and is available on Mac and PC, period. Both of my computers are Apple, so I use the Mac version, period. From what I understand, there are less bugs with the PC version, but I have not run into any trouble with the one that I use, period. There's also a built-in component on many computers, period. You will have to look under accessibility options, period. This is a part of your computer that if you're healthy, you may not have ever needed to use, period. In the accessibility menu, regardless of whether you use a Mac or a personal computer, there's often options to enlarge text, read things out loud, or yes, even to dictate what you'd like to say, allowing for your computer to transcribe it for you, period. Many authors use transcription technology, as do medical doctors and their assistants, period. In fact, this technology is not only for people who have limited mobility or hand pain, period. And there are other options out there, period. I'm still learning, but I'm fascinated by the fact that dictation technology has allowed me to talk to my computer and have it write out what I want to say, period. It's literally spelling it out for me, and I can get all of my feelings out verbally without having to lift a finger. I don't want to give up typing, period. I want to stay mobile and active as long as possible, and if that involves typing, then that's great. But I want to be able to still do my best on days that I have trouble typing, and I want to still remain productive on those days. This allows me to stay productive, and I'm grateful for it, period.